Hi, everybody. I'm DJ Foster here with Grand Valley State head football coach Matt Mitchell as the Lakers prepare for their 2012 regular season finale at Saginaw Valley State this Saturday at 1 o'clock. Mitch, obviously you're coming off the 35-13 victory over Wayne State, your final home game of the season. Rushing game was in full effect. 319 rushing yards, 228 of those to Kirk Spencer, 118 yards to Michael Rattay. What do you think was the biggest key for the rushing to just explode like it did that game?
I think our receivers getting their DBs covered up more than anything. I think we've been doing a good job of getting some 8 to 10 to 12-yard runs. I think the thing you saw there were some bigger chunk runs. You had a couple 50-plus runs, and I just think that has to do with our guys on the perimeter. Did an unreal job of blocking up their guys and allowing Kirk to go. And then Kirk's getting more experience, to get more comfortable. So when he hits a hole now, he's hitting at full speed, not dancing as much, and that's allowing him to get there quicker and stepping on some people's toes, and that's putting pressure on him. So our move of putting Tyler Moran out to tight end and putting Laboon in at tackle is paying dividends. We did that against Hillsdale, and that's really worked here the past couple weeks.
Defense has played better the past few weeks, whether that be schemes or getting guys back from injury. What do you think the biggest reason is for that?
Well, I think we've getting the guys back from injury has been beneficial, and then we've just been getting more comfortable playing together and have a little bit more confidence too. And we have confidence when we take the field. So we weathered the storm early. We played man coverage, had a lot of guys down on the line of scrimmage, and there was a couple times that they had some plays they didn't connect on. But after that, I thought we did a really good job, and we're just getting more production out of our defensive line when you start looking at the tackles and the things that are occurring, and we're just getting more guys around the line of scrimmage making those tackles instead of the Eric Thompsons and the Brad Horlings and the guys in the secondary. So we're getting more production up front.
Saginaw Valley State 7-3 overall, 6-3 in GLAC play. They've dropped 2 of their last 3, including last week. Statistically, they have a good pass defense, but are there some things there offensively it looks like that you could open up?
Yeah, I think last year when we played them, we were able to have some success, running the ball, and that's a formula that's been working for us. So certainly we're going to continue to try to do that. But I think the other thing too is their corners are not as experienced as some of the other guys they have in the middle of their defense. The middle, they're very strong. I think Jeff Heath is probably about as good a safety as in the league, and he plays down in there. And you also have Grant Caserta is a very good linebacker too, and so maybe tough sledding in there. We got to be able to get the ball in the perimeter a little bit and be able to throw the ball around too, and that's something we've definitely worked on. And Isaiah's getting much more healthier, and we feel good about how he's practicing, so we're looking to do that also.
They've got some key players on their offense, obviously quarterback, running back, and then their wide receiver Jeff Janis is one of the top receivers in the league, if not the top. Statistically, he is as of right now. It's going to be a tough test for your defense. What are you looking forward to on that side of the ball?
A big test, and I think there's a big diversion in the style that they employ relative to some of the other people we faced. If you go back to the Northwood, Hillsdale, Wayne State run that we were in, that was a bunch of between the tackle run, kind of downhill running game. They're a little bit more speed and space. Tim Hogan's a very good back. When he gets out there in the open, he's dangerous. He's very elusive. He's not big, but very elusive. Obviously, Janice has been very productive, and I've been really impressed the difference between Jennings year 1 to year 2 as a full-time starter. He was very similar to Heath. His first year had some up and downs, but you're seeing this year he's much more confident. He's not making many mistakes at all with the football, and so it's going to be tough. And we're not going to get a lot of turnovers because he's not going to make mistakes with the football. And so we got to try to do a good job getting off the field on third down. And much as anybody in our league, I'm very impressed with how Saginaw is able to convert some third downs and keep drives going. I think that was Michigan Tech that converted a bunch of third downs and kind of kept them on the field and kept drives extended.
So regular season finale, obviously you have a share of the outright GLAC North Division title up for grabs, a playoff berth still up for grabs. I'm sure there won't need to be a lot of motivational speaking needed for this week.
No, not at all. And I think there's always a rivalry factor with us in Saginaw. Right. And they're 2 strong programs that have had a lot of tradition over the years, and so they're still fighting for the North Division championship too. They could tie it with us and get that trophy back over there in Saginaw. And you never know how things are going to play out with these regional rankings. What's going to happen? There may be an outside chance, even though they're ranked 10th right now. If a couple things happen up in front of them, they beat us and might sneak their way in. So I'm sure that's being talked about on that side of the state, and I'm sure they're going to work every day to try to do the best they can. But their program has always had a ton of pride, and there's no difference with Jim Collins. Has a lot of pride, so they're going to show up. And I think the thing, after they lose, they bounce back. I mean, that's the one thing you see with that program too. So I'm sure they've had a pretty intense week of practice. They'll be prepared for us.
Grand Valley State closes out the 2012 regular season this Saturday afternoon at Saginaw Valley State at 1 p.m. Mitch, best of luck and thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for watching the Grand Valley Sports Network.